Our time in Paris was almost over, but we weren't finished exploring just yet. What started as a slow morning at the hostel turned into 2 days of surprises. Hidden gardens, unexpected art, and a Parisian feast we'll never forget. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, Paris gave us one last twist. We were approaching the end of our time in Paris and needed to start getting organised for our next adventure in a newly uncharted, at least for us, land. We used the morning to do some admin in the common area of the hostel. Then it was off adventuring again. We hadn't explored much of the local area and wanted to get a taste of local life, so we hit the streets and found ourselves exploring the local gardens. We stumbled across Parc de Buttes-Chaumont, the 5th largest park in Paris, spanning 25 hectares. The park was built on old quarries, which explains the terrain, grottos, and artificial lake. In the park, there is a great big suspension bridge and a dome perched high on a cliff. We bought some pastries from a local boulangerie and found a place to sit in the park to enjoy them.
Kind of deep throated.
Oh.
Is it good?
It tastes like it's full of yogurt.
Yogurt.
We spent a little more time exploring the park before making our way back to the hostel to plan some more. That evening, we popped across the road to a pizzeria where we shared a delicious wood-fired pepperoni pizza, a cheesecake and a tiramisu, and before bed, a croissant in front of the Eiffel Tower.
How's your croissant?
Très bon.
Très bon?
Oui.
The next morning, we were up bright and early for our last excursion of the trip, a visit to the famous Pompidou Centre and the Musée National d'Art Moderne, the largest museum for modern art in Europe. We joined the queue to purchase our tickets at the door. This strategy works if you're there early in the morning, otherwise try and pre-book your tickets online. Our tickets included access to the Prix Marcel Duchamp 2024, an annual award given to a young artist by the ADIF. The winner receives €35,000 personally and up to €30,000 in order to produce an exhibition of their work. We managed to capture some of the works by a few of the artists. Check out the link in the description to hear the artists talk about their works in the competition. We then headed to the permanent exhibition and contemplated works by many different artists. Modernism was a radical break from tradition. It emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as artists began rejecting realism in favour of experimentation, abstraction, and new ways of depicting the world. Rather than depict the world as it was, modernists sought to express inner emotion, fragmented reality, and the speed of modern life, laying the foundation for everything from cubism to conceptual art. We took a break and marvelled at the city skyline. There was an interesting exhibit on artists and AI, so we decided to take a look at some of the works and installations. Then we headed upstairs to see more recent works. Winter Garden is a room resembling a grotto or a cave, with the walls, floor and ceiling painted white with lots of bumps and grooves. The black lines sometimes accentuate the contours of the room and at other times contradict it, making you need to keep a keen eye out and watch your step or your head. Plight is another interesting installation. The two rooms were lined with rolls of felt, insulating and soundproofing the room. It felt extremely warm and extremely quiet to stand inside. For some, it may be a safe, comfortable environment to be in, for others, a lonely, isolated one. The Little Donkey Skin Theatre is a whimsical piece. Tiny figures are encased in intricately beaded sets, performing scenes from fairy tales. Famished from taking in the art, we sat by the Seine and had a picnic lunch, before going for a walk through the Jardin de Tuileries. After the French Revolution, the garden became a public park and has remained open ever since. Today, it's a peaceful space between the Louvre and the Place de la Concorde, where visitors can stroll past fountains, statues and tree-lined walkways, soaking in centuries of royal and revolutionary history.
Celine. I've seen it on people's hats, like a brand. Is it related to Celine Dion?
Maybe.
Is she named after a region?
Maybe.
Is there...
Celine Dion's Canadian.
She's what?
She's Canadian.
Oh, man. Anything to proclaim?
My feet hurt, my back hurts. I'm having a good time.
Our next destination was the rooftop of the Galeries Lafayette. On the way, we stopped by the Ritz Hotel at the Place Vendôme for a little tap dance.
Go! That's the Ritz, is it?
The Galeries Lafayette building is stunning, with a gorgeous dome. At the top, there is plenty of space to admire the view. That evening, we stopped in at BRUTUS in Batignolles for some French galettes and fresh cider. For dessert, we enjoyed freshly made crepes. A fun and French-filled way to end our time in Paris. But the adventure isn't over yet. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching. À bientôt!